My name is Ella Ewart Pierce. I work for the Office of the Assistant Secretary of Health for the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. So I'm a representative in Region 6, which includes Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arkansas, Louisiana, and then 68 federally recognized tribes that are here with us. We will be solidifying our regionally based networks. So regions 4, 6, and 7 moving to next year will be moving into kind of a more narrowly focused in our region, what do we need to do next perspective. And then we'll be brainstorming those topics and trying to think about what technical assistance and resources are needed moving forward. So please join us if you're interested in doing so. This QR code will take you to a form to sign up. When you sign up, you are saying that this is an area you're going to continue to work in and that you're willing to share your expertise with the assembled group. So we hope that you'll be able to join us moving forward. So this is the part that I was really looking forward to telling you about. These are just highlights of organizations that are members of our alliance. And Abide Women's Health Services, I'm repping their t-shirt today. They are an easy access clinic in South Dallas. They provide services based on a method called the JJ Way, developed by midwife Jenny Joseph, which y'all may have heard of. And they offer services to everyone, regardless of their ability to pay. Regardless of, in Dallas, it's a big immigration status is one of the barriers to care. So they offer services complimentary regardless of any of those barriers in South Dallas, which is largely a maternity care desert. So they're filling a much needed niche, and they're led by Cecily Smith. I also want to tell y'all about Shades of Blue Project. I signed up to their ambassador program because I believe so strongly in their mission. They work on maternal mental health issues. They have initiated a Black Maternal Health Week. This is the 5th year of celebrating that week, and that is July 19th to 25th. I also want to call out and lift up their Inspire method training. Kay Matthews is the leader of this organization, and she has come up with this Inspire method to train doulas, midwives, clinicians, healthcare workers, folks who work in the birth space to provide mental health support. And the Inspire method training is also based on the JJ Way. And I know that Kay would so appreciate your interest in her upcoming event, which is July 19th. They'll be having a conference in conjunction with Black Maternal Health Week down in Houston this year. They're based in Houston, but they work in many parts of the South and Southeastern United States. My next organization that I want to tell you about, Delighted to Doula Birth Services, led by Ms. Priscilla Moore. They provide community-based postpartum doula services. So they only work with moms postpartum, and they are community-based doulas. So they pair mothers of color with postpartum doulas of color, and they provide at-home visits for that 4th trimester period, and then they continue to check in with that mom throughout the first year after the birth of the child. Honestly, they also develop relationships with their client families that grow way past that first year period. But they create an anti-bias, judgment-free space to support postpartum mothers, especially postpartum mothers of color. They also just opened a center called the Vineyard in Dallas. It's actually like a 2-minute walk from my house. That offers a space to do training for doulas, do training for moms, and offer what they call a respite space. So a mom that needs like maybe a night away, there's like a hotel room there where she's able to stay. Joel Austin's Daddy University is recently presented at our conference, and and he will tell you about his organization tomorrow. But I want to call them out as really being a leader in male inclusion, training and development, and the, say it for me, doodlas? Doodlos for Dad's initiative, which I think is something I want to lift up within our alliance because I think it's very replicable, and I think a lot of communities would really benefit from it. All right, so finally, I just want to leave you with a few of the federal resources that you may not have heard of, may be helpful to be reminded of. These aren't lactation specific, they're general maternal health resources. First, just this Mother's Day was the first anniversary of the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline. They also changed the phone number at the first year, so this is the updated phone number, 1-833-TLC-MAMA. This is not a crisis hotline, but it is a hotline that pregnant, postpartum people can call, or people who love and care for them can call if they're concerned, to get professional counselor staff, provide immediate support, and also referral resources. There are interpreter resources available, should be available in 60 languages, and there are relay services for deaf and hard of hearing folks. You can get more information at that website, and I think that all these slides will be provided to you, and all these links are live, so you can access them. The next one I want to uplift is 988. This is the National Suicide Crisis Hotline. So this is the crisis hotline for mental health, especially suicide, in this moment where our nation is really facing a mental health crisis, to include for pregnant and postpartum people. Services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the person that you get when you call is a licensed professional counselor. 2 funding opportunities that are open right now that I want to lift up. Healthy Families Community-Based Perinatal Health Initiative. That is an opportunity from the Office of Minority Health. They specifically mentioned doulas in the post. These services, it is for community-based services that are provided during pregnancy, labor and delivery, and after delivery by trained individuals such as doulas and community health workers. So it's trying to integrate community-based maternal support services into general maternal care. Then you may be familiar with HRSA's Our Moms program. That program is focused on support for rural communities and is similar in that it is focused on community interventions, but also has some clinical support opportunities. So those are both upcoming. The last resource I want to share with you is HRSA's incredible data maps. These are based on HRSA's own data, but as well as some CDC databases, and give you information on everything from very practical things, how to find your health center, to various health status information about your community. This is really helpful for grant writing. It's really helpful just to understand the needs in your community and plan your program. I can't say enough good things about this. There's also, I want to point out the HRSA fact sheets. Those are geographic area specific. And this information can go down to the census tract level, so you can get really granular in a certain community. And then finally, thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity to share this with you. And please contact me if OASH or if any of our partners can be of help.